we just want to touch. So on the elements of design, where it's line, shape, value, color, texture, it's just trying to give you them kind of in an order. And just kind of going real quick here with you to show this. So when you think of a line being drawn, just even if you're using computer technology, for example. So once it's made just a line, everything is connected. As soon as it crosses over itself, it becomes another element to it. And just a flat surface built up on that section, separate, not really making anything until it starts to connect itself. Second part is the enclosure of that, is just being the shape. So just kind of bringing that together. So now, if it's going to be a useful line like this, not until it crosses over itself does it then create the shape. So a very simple connection to it. Geometric shapes, anything along those lines, becoming that section. So if you think of it as your drawing, it makes it follow very easily along that path. And then the third, just using the shading. So here's just a simple grayscale, just like you would see in the color guide of the gradient in Photoshop or Illustrator. So you have the layout for it as well as the shading for it. So flat tonal scale that you see, just a selection from there comes across, and then the coloring beginning after that. So again, you have the primary colors, but as you get into the computer applications, it's giving you the RGB color scheme from that. Okay. And then the last one, at least for these elements, is just the texture. And the texture can be created either with the techniques, in this case this pen and ink technique really, or whether it's actually brought together on the physical surface of a sculptural piece. So just trying to show that. So you get a little bit of both. Texture where it's drawn, or texture is the actual surface. That extra is. And then the idea of a position of symmetry and asymmetry. Equal distances, equal shapes on either side of a vertical axis is going to give you the idea of symmetry. So wherever you can divide it halfway through in a vertical axis, that'll give you that part. And the asymmetrical is going to be where they're different on either side. So here's two samples of that. So here this clown face has the symmetry, asymmetrical, same with this shape as it's flipped over vertically on that axis point, is right there. And then the last two just want to talk is the positive and negative space. So depending on your drawing, we've been doing these object drawings, and that's taken up the positive part of the space that you're doing. And anything that's left or the light of the paper is usually referred to as the negative. But in all of these designs, bringing these together, kind of showing this as a sample. And this one here. So as far as the positive and negative here, they're working together, but they're in reverse. So the faces become the negative space, black to white. In this symbol, they're symbols equal sides, so it's a great example of a logo design of being the positive and negative shape. And in this one, for example, the chair is the positive, background being the negative. So it gives you a whole range of these elements of design to get you thinking along those lines.